Right, so what we're going to do is navigate to your browser. Again, I recommend Google Chrome, and I've already made a video on how to set that as your default. And you'll see a web page that looks similar to this. Now you should, or you might be greeted with a different web page where it says already use to sign in, and I'd like that page, to be honest with you. So all I'm going to do is type in Google, and it's got a sign in button. So I'm going to click on that sign in button, and here I'm going to type in my account username, and my password. If you've got your password and you're in an institution, you can speak to the administrative team and they can reset it for you. And I'm in. Now I'm logged in. Yours might look slightly different. Normally if it was a fresh login, I would get a slightly different page, which would actually be more useful. But I'm just going to show you that I'm signed into Chrome, the application, and I'm also signed into Google or Chrome, the website. So what I'm actually going to do is click on my name, and you can see here that the sync isn't turned on, isn't activated. When you log in, it might ask you to link your data and sync it, and I recommend you do so. There are a lot of benefits to doing that, which I'm about to show you. So I'm going to turn sync on, and it's going to say link data. And what that does is, yes, I'm in. That brings in all my favourites, all my passwords, all my add-ons, all of my history. So if you go from one room to another, or one computer to another, or location to location, you might have been searching for resources or looking at things, and you think, what was the name of that website? If you've got sync on, it'll remember all the places you've visited. So if you go to history, your internet history, because you've got sync on, you'll be able to see what you were looking at. So you can see I've got a few add-ons loading in. Now, why these tabs are appearing across the top is because I've set them to appear across the top. So my favourites are the things I use all the time. You can see there as well that my username and password has been remembered. So once you remember your login for Chrome and your Google account, all your usernames and passwords are also remembered. So it's really important that you keep that confidential. It's really important that you don't leave yourself logged in. But the organisation's policy will probably be set so that your computers log after a certain amount of time. And if you ever leave your desk, make sure you press the Windows key on the keyboard and L, and that'll just lock your computer. So yeah, that's how we can log in and actually set our favourites. If I close Chrome, you can see here, I'll open it again, and all the tabs that I use, so my passwords, my student details, my drive, any college or organisation's websites or online based content automatically opens up. So it's a really neat feature, and that's how we can sign in and sync our data.